Okay, welcome back everyone. Chris here, and I'm not a prophet, but I do have something to share. I'm going to be sharing a dream that I had a couple of weeks ago or so. Around 2 weeks ago. Um, Before I do, I will say that a while back I asked the Lord not to let me dream things too often that are not from Him, so that it would be a more open and secure means of communication, another way for Him to speak to me. And I don't think you can really call this a rapture dream, but more of like what you would call an end times dream. Let's see if I can recall everything. I unfortunately didn't get to write everything down while it was fresh. I don't know why I didn't. I wish I did, but I'll do the best I can. Now, before this dream happened, the day before, I think I was doing almost a whole day fast. And it was intended to, fast for the Lord. Then when I went to bed at night, I remember it was almost like the setting, of a movie, like an apocalypse movie. There was two main characters in it, a boy and a girl, like a man and a woman. But it's like those were, part of the story that was, playing out in my dream. But it really was an apocalypse dream. I sadly don't remember all of the events leading up to it, but what I do remember is it was a town. It was like some of it was on fire. You could hear siren stuff, people screaming, gunfires going off. I think the military was there. I don't think I saw them directly in my dream, but it was kind of the sense that they were there. And in this whole scene, bugs, black bugs, they were giant. They were, and they were coming out of the ground. They weren't bigger than humans necessarily, but similar, close to the same size. And surprisingly enough, in this dream, it wasn't locusts, it was beetles. Black beetles. And their faces were, not fun. And they were coming out of these, man-sized holes coming out of the ground, from the earth. And, they were black, and they were coming up, and they were biting people. They were biting people, and as soon as those people were bitten by these black bugs, they would instantly either turn into one of those black bugs or some kind of hybrid creature, animal, human being. I'll get back to that in a second. But the thing about these black bugs is their shells, their shells were kind of shiny. It was still black, but it was glossy, shiny. And in my dream, it's I kind of knew when I heard all these gunfires going off and stuff like that, these bugs are insanely hard to kill. Bullets were just coming off of them. You can't hit them. You can't shoot them down just like that through the shell. They're extremely painful to get through. So obviously a lot of people were either dying or being metamorphed into bugs or creatures themselves. At one point in the dream, it was I was running and there was other people, and I'm telling you, it was like a movie scene. I was running, and then instantly a bug shoots out of the hole. But it didn't face me first. It was the back, the shell of it turned. It was turned towards me. It shot up, and then after a couple of seconds, turned right around, And instead of seeing the face of the bug creature that, I was seeing before, I saw a picture of a man. Like, his whole face was pink. It was like, because he was being transformed into a bug. And it was almost like face to face. It was so creepy. But this man that was unfortunately metamorphosed thing, or some kind of word, he said, "Don't turn out like me." And then his face just kind of sucked into the body of the bug, the shell, and then popped out, the regular bug head. And then the bug head, like, screeched at me. It's like, okay, I'm going to go run the other way. And it's like, ugh. It's a little unsettling. Now back to these bug hybrids. People that got bitten. One of the guys I saw, like, he got bitten, and he turned into, like, this pinkish octopus kind of creature, like, with the, like a half man, half octopus at the bottom. Like, if you think Ursula, but it's a dude and he's naked and pink. It sounds funny as I explain it, but in the dream, it was like, it was not funny. He was grabbing people, like, with his tentacle arms, and he was bringing them down to the bugs. It's like his mind was like half there, but then like half infused to the bug. He was just like totally sold up to the bugs. It's like, yeah, I'm one of them now. Let's go kill people. Let's turn them into bugs. And I think that's like what he was talking about. It's like, you all turn into bugs. Like, come be a part of the family. It's like a horror movie. But then we were still running away. We were able to escape him. One thing that really did catch my attention was I saw that octopus man go down one of the holes. He was like going to like regroup with his new bug clan, because like that's his family now. And I'm running away, and all I hear out of the holes was no, 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 and it's a little girl scream. So from that, I think it's safe to deduct that even the bugs don't think that he was family, and he got, eaten. Like, it was screams of like being eaten alive, like you'd see in the movies. It really was like a movie scene. And before you guys think, like what in the world was I watching before? I don't actually think I was really watching something before. Like, I was watching one guy on YouTube, but the subject wasn't really about that. The big takeaway from that, from me, and this is my personal takeaway, is that obviously there's going to be the locusts coming out of the pit. Some versions say caterpillars or whatnot. There's going to be some sort of bug. There's going to be an evil rising out of the earth, as it says, in Revelation chapter 9, 9-11, right? And what I got from that, octopus man is like, people, sell themselves out, celebrities, politicians, and things like that, and they think that they really are part of the family. They really think that they found, something other than God to be a part of, and, that this is who they are. They're wrong. The devils eat themselves. They do it again and again. It's a very harsh reality, but that's the truth, and that's what they signed up for. I think there was like a little bit more to the dream afterwards, but I can't remember it exactly enough to explain it. It wasn't as important as that apocalyptic scene. When I woke up, I was like, really shaken from the whole thing. Like, I didn't want to step on the floor because, the boogeyman underneath the bed, or the bug monster is going to come out at me, But after, like, immediately I woke up afterwards and, like, starting to get up, the Lord said that I could share this dream. Please share this one. Because I think he meant it more as like a warning that we really are coming to that point. And if you've been watching or hearing the rest of the other words I've been, posting that the Lord is giving me, hopefully you understand that we really are at that time. It doesn't matter if you've listened to my words or someone else's word. It's very important that you get to your very deep relationship with the Lord and let Him reveal to you through His scriptures what is actually going on. Just ask Him, guys. He will tell you. He won't leave a stone unturned so that your faith is not dampened. He's not going to give you everything. It depends on where He has called you, where He's chosen you to be. Like me, He's already told me that, like, I'm a warrior. If you look through the older prophecies I've gotten, that's what some of them are about me. Not to glow. It's just I'm saying what He's saying. If you don't need to know how to fight as a warrior, He's not going to tell you. Like, if you don't need to know who the Antichrist is, He's not going to tell you. If you don't need to know who demonic principalities are, the whole spiritual mechanics of it just yet, He does want you to wake up and be awake to the truth and the whole truth. But He's not going to tell you or give you orders or give you direct information that is not necessarily a part of your calling, a part of what you're supposed to be doing. Like, this is your job, this is what you specialize in, this is what my child over here specializes in, you guys got your works. Some of us are called to be warriors, 144,000, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad, James 1:1. Some of us are called to be the lady in the sky, Revelation 12, that's been hidden in the wilderness. That's what He told me my job was, is to be a protector, to protect the children of God in the wilderness when it comes to time. So this dream, again, was more of a warning. It's not an exact play out. But, the Lord will use certain dreams, in certain ways to, let us know things. And the fact that He told me to share this dream, I can only deduct that it is truly from Him, and He has said so. So again, a bit long-winded. I know I went off the rails a little bit, but I hope that this does not put any fear into you, but brings you closer to the Father in love and faith and in